Today, I'm delighted to be joined by the Royals USL 2 player, Miguel Zapata. How are you doing, Miguel?
Good about yourself, Sam.
That's good to hear, and I'm doing well. I'd like you to start by telling us where did you play soccer growing up, which then eventually led on to a college soccer career.
So I grew up in Houston, and I played for a small club called Texas Premier, which is now known as Texas United. And then I transitioned to play for the Dynamo Academy. So I was like one of the first players to be in that first class of Dynamo Academy players. I was in and out training with the first team throughout my career, and then that led to me going to. I got a scholarship to the University of Tulsa, where I played 2 years there, and then I ended up transferring back home to a smaller D1 school called Houston Baptist. So I played 4 years in college. I tried to go overseas and play. My first try was in Colombia, didn't go as planned, came back. Then I went to Denmark and ended up in a small team called Aalborg, which they have a first team in the Superliga. But I ended up playing like in their second team, and I was they had a reserve league there, so I got to play 2 or 3 games with them. And I just went on trial to trial and never really went my way. So when I turned 25, I always told my father that I would go back and finish my degree. So that's what I decided to do. And ever since, I just kind of stayed fit playing here in Houston and just kind of enjoying soccer instead of being stressed out of trying to get a contract. And now, I just love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's good that you're back enjoying your soccer, and obviously you're going to be one of the more senior players on the roster this year, and you've also got lots of experience, especially playing overseas. What qualities can we expect to see for you this year in the Royals?
I think as you grow as a player, the more experience you play, it's like you go from this mentality of like really taking soccer super seriously and stressing yourself out over it to being more calm and having a calm demeanor. And I've seen through now I'm 27. Now when I play, like I don't really stress myself out and I just am more calm when I play. I'm more confident versus like if I was training and like psyching myself out all the time, oh my gosh, I would make these mistakes and it would hinder me for the rest of the game. So I feel like I can help in that aspect, and then also like helping the young guys just kind of like ingraining my little seed in them in that way. So I'm excited to do that too.
It's certainly good to have a cool head in this team. And you've obviously started pre-season practices, and like you said, there's plenty of younger players with lots of talent. So how would you assess what you've seen so far out there?
There's a lot of good players. I mean, I feel like there's a lot more better players now at this age than when I was playing around. It's crazy to see the athleticism these kids have versus like when we were playing. So that's something that I have to adjust to. But at the end of the day, I think it's that mindset too. Hopefully they can change that when they play because a lot of these young players look amazing in drills, like in training drills or whatever. And then when you go to a game, it's like completely different. It's like all that is thrown away. So I mean, they were super talented, but we're gonna have to like see how they do in games, because it's a different beast. So
Yeah, of course.
yeah, at the end of the day, there's a lot of talent on that under 19s or under 18s team that they have. Yeah.
Okay. And you've obviously been working under the management of Josh Gardner and Matt. How have you found that so far?
Oh, awesome. They're both my friends. Actually, Josh went to the same high school that I went to. And me and Matt play on a men's Sunday league together, which is pretty organized. And I mean, Matt kind of asked me a while back if I wanted to join the Royals just to help out and stuff, and I was like, yeah, of course, because I like to stay fit and stuff. And when I went to his first session, I was super impressed, super organized and everything. And I not a lot of talking, just a lot of playing because I'm a coach myself, and I was super impressed with the session. And part of it is I like to learn from other coaches too, of me coming on. So it's been cool to be honest. It's been really cool.
Yeah, and finally, well, I'd like to touch on the Royals that are coming home to Campbell Road Sports Park for the first time. How excited are you to get playing out there, and what do you think of the facilities?
It's really close to my apartment, so I'm super excited. I don't have to drive super far. So, and also, I mean, I think the facilities are incredible. I know they had their original facility and they just built this one like I think 3 years back or 4 years back. But I think we'll be playing on the turf field and it's massive. It's really nice. And I think Steve Furt was saying something about like them putting stands and stuff around. So it can be a good little environment, especially with the kids probably training at the same time that we're playing. And then I mean, it'll be like a small community. It's gonna be pretty cool. I think so.